Hey everybody, and welcome to Hex Token channel, and of course Superman Crypto as well, streaming to over 9,500 subscribers. So a big welcome to all of you. Welcome. Thinking, as I said yesterday, adding a third channel would put us well over 10,000 subscribers. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and share the channels around. That's really cool. And go and subscribe. That is the way we go. Now, obviously, we're in Pulsechain paradise, enjoying it every single day, doing updates. We are living the journey. We are documenting it because we're in the biggest opportunity in the blockchain space. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All the big protocols are launching in the next 30 to 60 days, and we're going to be covering them with glee. With glee, I say. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, we've got a lot of cool topics today. We've got DeFi. We've got on-ramp, off-ramps, stable coins. We've got NFT collections. I think the best one yet that I've seen, at least from a visual point of view. So we're going to talk about that. And that is playing Pulse 8 Yacht Club. We're going to talk about that. That's just popped up and it's just gone live. So people are minting that out pretty hardcore. What else we got going? We've got the pool party coming for Hex pools. This is may very well provide another surge in Hex staking with the old pool parties coming up on testnet. We're going to talk about all that. We've got so much in store, folks. Get into it. It's a lot of fun. All right, let us start off with saying hello. Let's say hello to people. I think that's kind of the way to go. Let's see what else we got. Liza in the house there. Awesome and good to see you as always. I'm doing very well. Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLSX, and the Center for the Win 100%. The gold and crypto of Richard Hart. We're behind that for sure. We got DGen as well. Good to see you, DGen. Welcome to the chat there. I'm just going to quickly check the YouTube there. They're looking not too bad. And we got DJ and Superman says, Superman. That's right. That's how we rock and roll. What else? We got Brian as well, one of our community leaders. Good to see you, Brian. We got Toxic as well. Good to see you, Toxic, over there on Superman Crypto channel. Well, actually, is Toxic. Good to see you. We got Brennan as well. Good to see you, Brennan. Howdy, folks. Looks like your TA played out pretty well there, Brennan. So well done to that. Now, if you like TA, you can get into our Discord. Links in the video description. And, of course, you can join the Discord, Hex Token Discord. And we've got a TA section there, charts, and Brennan's one of the gurus in there. So get in there if you like talking about charts and prices. I know I sure do. I sure do. So get in there. Hex enthusiasts as well. We're here and never fear. Good to see you as well. We got DJ Paulie Wood, man. Hello from Montana. Man, DJ Paulie Wood, you rock, man. I know he's on the Pulsechain tour doing a lot of stuff there. Big shout out to DJ Paulie Wood. What else there? Property View in the house. Good to see you as well. Welcome to the channel. And Charity as well with the red hearts. Lots of red hearts in the chat today. I like that. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling, isn't it? We got Christian as well. Good to see you, Christian. Sonic Boom in the house. Nice to see you, Christian. And Wookie is here as well. Never fear. Katie, our other community leader as well is in the house there. Hi, hey all. Good to see you, Super. In the background lurking. Nice one. And we've got Scott Jackson as well. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the party. We're going to get into the highest of stakes to kick it off, I think. Tea Time in house there. Hello, all. Good to see you, Tea Time. And, yeah, rock on. Let's rock on. Let's get into it and pull in the old highest of stakes because that's where we're kicking it off. That is the big event coming up in what month? The 4th of August. So it's about, what was that, 15 days away? About 15 days away. Almost 2 weeks. So that's pretty cool. Now we've got the highest of stakes did a update today, 8 hours ago. It says just dropped the explosive 90-second trailer for the highest of stakes. Prepare for the Tiger King of crypto. I like that. The Tiger King of crypto. Remember the movie Tiger King? Tiger King of crypto that's selling out theaters nationwide, and of course they're doing really well. And you guys out there in the community, help making that happen, right? You're buying tickets, you're getting friends and family to go, you're spreading the word. Some of you maybe even be hosting some of these theaters. Really is neat. And of course, they added a whole ton more theaters to the list as well. So hopefully on the 4th or 5th, we get a pretty good box office as well. It'd be pretty cool there to get some more attention for the streamers coming up in phase 2. This is the crypto doc they don't want you to see, says Highest of Stakes featuring Richard Hart. And of course, you can get the tickets there at the Highest of Stakes screening. Now, I might post that link to that tweet in the chat there if you want to go check that out. So that is the highest of stakes. And remember, the cool thing about these things is that you keep spreading the word right through, right up to the highest of stakes launch with the premiere in Miami on the 4th of of August and the 5th, and you just keep spreading the word after that. That's how we rock and roll there. That's how we get some, momentum going. We're looking to see millions, if not tens of millions, of people to see this film documentary. That is the goal. So it's a pretty good goal to have. We got Joe Torres in the house there. Good to see Joey. And we've also got Drix as well. Howdy all. Good to see Drix jumped in the chat there also. And Hex Creator as well. Howdy folks. Good to see all of you in the house. All right. Looking good there. Now I am running 2 channels now. So good to see people in there as well on Superman Crypto. Scott Jackson's in there as well. Nice one. And Excavator. So nice one on there. Jumping into the chats there. All right, let us get into the video. Let's play the video. So I'm going to full screen this because it's even better full screen. So I'm going to disappear for a moment. And this is about 90 seconds long. So this is hot off the press from the highest of stakes. So let's play that now. Let me just get rid of myself here. I'm just going to make sure I'm on the right screen here. We're going to go full screen.
Is Richard Hart. Genius.
Legendary.
The arrogant, bit of a narcissist.
The benevolent king.
$250,000. Hate me. I'm farther than you'll ever be in your whole life. Whatever the governments have been doing, it's not worked out. You've never had worse interest rates. Your money has never been worth less than the only thing that's making it better is cryptocurrency.
Crypto is money without governments, and it is money without banks.
You're not going to meet another product like this as long as you live. Yes, every scammer in the world is going to tell you something similar.
Good morning, everyone. Are you ready to look for some fraud this morning?
They are promising 40% annual return.
Everything I have worked for is staked in Hex.
Good.
I put it all in.
All what?
All of our house money.
No, I don't think that it's a scam. Because I trust Richard Hart.
If ultimately this is all a big performance art project, people are gonna get fucked.
So that means I should trust you.
Listen, I think you should trust me, but if you get into the habit of trusting people like me, you'll get the crap scammed out of you.
All right, that was the highest of stakes, 90-second sneak trailer there. And I love the last line there because it makes you get in a paradox. You go, what? I like that. That's kind of funny. All right, so cool to have that. And who else has jumped in here? We got Sandy Beach. Hey, Sandy. Good to see you in the house there. So Sandy is in the house too. Nice. All right, so let's get on to it, folks. We got going to continue on there. We also got some more tweets out from the highest of stakes, which is kind of cool. We've got this one 1 hour ago. So this is the latest and greatest. Hexicans, we're taking over the theaters nationwide, one city at a time. I like that with the burn. I like that. We need premier hosts. So if you want to be a host at one of these screenings, that is possible. We need premier hosts for the highest of stakes screenings. Think of it as being the mayor of your slice of Hexico. I know a lot of people will like that. Let's fill up those theaters and show them what we're made of. And they've got a little board here of different cities that are possible there. Where they got, is that West Virginia there, Morgantown, Cary, North Carolina, Phoenix, Arizona, Tampa, Florida, Seattle, Washington, I guess. Is that right? Seattle, is that Washington? Yeah. Atlanta, Georgia, Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, I know who could be there. Someone watching right now could be there for that one. And you got old Charlotte. You know what I'm talking about. Starts with an S. Starts with an S. I'm just kidding. All right, so we got Jacksonville, Florida there. We got Nashville, Tennessee, King of Prussia, is that Pennsylvania, and Lexington, Kentucky, and Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I think I got them all right. Let me know there. So yeah, that is up and running at the moment, and I posted that tweet to the highest of stakes, so you can check that out. Now Sticks, that's pretty much it on that one. So they are looking for hosts at these events with all these different places around at the moment. So I don't know, was there 35 theaters or more, something like that? And it's probably going to keep growing. And also, the Regal Theatres wants to open up internationally. So that's exciting for the rest of us around the world. So kind of cool. In Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and places like that. All right. So that is pretty much it. Let's move on from there. I just wanted to talk about SJ Wild again. Absolutely kicking some butt on the Pulsechain tier at the moment. which is really, really exciting. We covered it yesterday with all our posters up in the community halls. I love that sort of on-the-ground stuff. And, of course, she's traveling on her cute little bus, which is actually not so small, I guess. Spotted a Pulsechain coloured flower on my way to the hotels. More posters are going up. Tell your mums, aunts, sisters, and girlfriends that crypto is not just a boys' club, and they can learn more this Saturday in Chicago, which is the next event, right? So we've talked about the Pulsechain tour is on at the moment, and it's going to be on for quite some period of time. You can see very professionally put together here with the different venues, and of course you can get tickets at each of the venues, which is pretty cool. These are all the venues coming up, and my computer didn't render that properly, but that is coming up there. 1 day and 21 hours to go till the Pulsechain Masterclass in Chicago, one of the big cities in the United States. So looking pretty good. They got a 3 million Pulse and 2 million PulseX giveaway there as well, which is kind of cool. I love that. And of course, tickets are on for sale. So that is looking pretty good. But let's look at some of the pictures. SJ Wild, man, she knows where to put the posters up. Look at this. Sitting up here in newspapers. And yeah, there is the Pulsechain flower, I guess she's talking about. We've got more posters up here on the public stuff. This is how you do it. Rock and roll. I love this sort of groundwork stuff. Very, very neat there. Is it the hotel, maybe? Or a, yeah, it looks like possibly a hotel. So that is pretty good there from SJ Wild. Now, I'll give you a link to that as well if you want to go check it out. SJ Wild stuff is doing incredible stuff there on the Pulsechain tour, which is live, and that's going to be on for many months, I guess. Let us post that in the house. Where are we going to post that? Bam, there it is. So SJ Wild on the old Pulsechain tour, which is awesome. And of course, you can get access to the events there on Pulsechain tour.com. I might post that link as well, so you can check that out in your own time. So that is that, and there we are, pulsechaintour.com. Very, very cool. All right, so that is the update from there from the Pulse Tour, which is on at the moment. So let's get into the stock market. Stock market 8 days in a row straight earnings gains as earnings season heats up. So the stock market's doing really well, and we couldn't ask for much better than that. You can see the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and Nasdaq are all green. So that's good news, and nice to see that happening at the moment. So that's kind of cool. We're still about a week away, is it? 1 week away from the Federal Reserve meeting. 6 days and 18 hours away. There we are, 16 days, 18 hours away from the next Federal Reserve meeting. So, yeah, what do we got there? Actually, we've got no change on here at the moment, 99%. We'll see what happens there with that. I'm not sure what's happened with that data. That's kind of a bit bizarre. It looks like a no change at the moment. So we'll see what happens with the Federal Reserve in 6 days and 18 hours, basically a week away for that. So put that in your calendar. 26th of July is the Fed meeting, 26th of July. Will it be the terminal rate? Will we have no change? Will all that sort of stuff. It's going to be fun to see. BTC at the moment is 29,876. So Bitcoin really just sort of, what do you call it, struggling? Yeah, struggling around this 30K mark at the moment. We got up to about 31, 300, 400, and we've been down below 30 quite a few times. So really struggling there. XRP, the good news around XRP is continuing to strengthen. So what's it been, around 77 cents? It's at 82 cents at the moment, up 5.62 cents. So people are taking a bigger interest, bigger position into that on the old XRP at 82 cents at the moment. Obviously, international transfers, right, is a real bonus there. I know the SEC is trying to pretend it doesn't really matter much to them, and they're going to keep, proceeding. That's what we expect to hear from them. That's the XRP at the moment. BTC still struggling a little bit there, and the XRP had a little bit of a lift at the beginning, but not really sustained for the rest of the crypto market. XLM, of course, is doing pretty well as well. XLM there, so Stellar Network, that's doing pretty well. That's pretty similar, right? So banking services and stuff like that, transfers, international transfers, and they've had a lot of partnerships like these. So expanding into Africa and places like that, they're making a lot of partnerships over there and expanding their US dollar and payment system and all that sort of stuff, and XLM and things like that. So there's lots of stuff happening in the old payment system. So that's the reason why they've picked up, probably up 18%. I'm not aware of any other specific news other than the general partnerships that they're building up, which have been pretty good. So XLM and XRP kind of doing the international payment system thing, and it seems to be paying off so far. Let us know in the chat if you've heard anything else, but that's what I think is probably moving the price there on old Stellar XLM there. All right, so those are the two. Those are really the highlights, XRP and XLM at the moment. ADA not too bad as well, as you can see. That's up a little bit as well, about 5%. All right, that moves us into Pulsechain, Pulse gains. And, of course, we're in the quiet before the storm because we got a storm that's about to smash over everything. It's going to be awesome. So we've got all the big top-tier DeFis and NFT marketplaces and a lot of medium-sized projects also launching in the next 30 to 60 days. It really is going to be a boom bonanza. It's what we've waited for so long. So it's great to see that. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got Pulse at the moment. Pulse is at 000107, and it's 7% above the sacrifice price. So just sitting above the sacrifice price at the moment. It's kind of bounced in the sort of area that we're expecting it to bounce. The bottom of that line would have been back down at 1,000. We'll look at that in a second. That's up 0.8% at the moment. Not too bad. The burn here seems to be stuck. I don't know if that's updating on the API. Just been stuck for like a week on here on this number of 134. I think something's not quite right with that one. I don't know if anyone knows the dev. Let the dev know, or hit the Twitter site because that doesn't seem to be working properly. And if we have a look at the Pulsechain chart, we can see that we've still got this uptrend here. And like I say, I think we could have come down and tested this down around 1,000 mark again if we were going to go down. We did come down slightly, but we seem to have bounced off 1054. So 5% above sacrifice price. And I think we were talking with Brennan, we're talking about possibly the 1080 mark. So it's just slightly below that, but still looking pretty good at the moment. So maybe we won't test this. We'll see. And maybe we'll just start to edge up here as well. Nothing's inevitable, right? So so far, so good. We did have quite support at the 1080, as you can see back here and in here. But the uptrend's still in play. And I think once this goes, it's going to go, right? It's going to go. And this is the way it works, right? So let's have a look at what day we're on here on the chart. We've got 64 days. So, you know, Ethereum did 88 days. So that would put us all the way out here on the 12th of August. So if that's the 12th of August, you know, if we do anything similar to Ethereum, then that's still 24 days. 24 days we could be maybe slowly etching our way up here before we get some sort of breakout to the upside there. So there we are, 24 days. That gives you an idea of the old Pulsechain. Now moving into PulseX. PulseX down 1.12%. And this is kind of funny. It's kind of funny at the moment because we've got all this big stuff about to hit, about to land in top tier DeFis and NFTs. And PulseX here that would all super benefit PulseX. So it's kind of funny at the moment that we're down here at the price. We've got quadruple 0331. Only 33% of sacrifice price, of course, so absolutely still there at the moment. One pulse equals 3.24 Pulse X at the moment. So you're getting a really good deal with the Pulse to Pulse X translation. That may close down soon, right? That's what I'm expecting, that to close down. And of course, Pulse X gets stronger versus Pulse there. At the moment, of course, we've got 253 billion Pulse X burned so far. So 1.21% of the total public supply is burned. And that's spectacular at the moment. So that's only going to supercharge itself by the end of the year. Imagine 12 months. So we've been up, just over two and a half, maybe coming up just over 2 months, maybe coming up 2.5 months. And we're on day 68 at the moment. We're closing out day 68 on Pulsechain. And that's going to just keep climbing. It's going to be a lot of fun to see that play out. Now, looking at the PulseX chart, PulseX chart looks a bit different from the Pulsechain one. And, we came down, we're in the sideways motion. And then we've done another top here. So we've almost got two tops in there. And at the moment, we're at 3,308 with 4 zeros in front of it. So, we were looking at some sort of reprieve and move upwards there. So we've got all the big DeFis launching. This should just absolutely start to rise now from here soon, pretty soon, once these protocols start dropping. And the activity really is the key, right? Seeing those activities as well. But at the moment, we've got huge, easy gains sitting in here, in my view. 203% easy money just sitting there waiting. That's just to get back to sacrifice price. It's not even moving beyond that. So lots of upside sitting here waiting for the patient people, for the patient hands. It's time in the market, right? Time in the market. So that is pretty cool on PulseX. Looking at incentive token at the moment, that is down 2.76%, $7.04. The ratio at the moment has dropped a little bit again today, so 2 days in a row. We're at 65,672 on the Pulse. We got 5.8 million incentive tokens in the market at the moment. And if we go to the incentive chart there, you can see we had some whales move us up. Some green candle whales. They moved us up here. They called the bottom down here at 57,700, and they moved it up here. We're definitely expecting it potentially to get back down into the 40, 50,000 mark, but it managed to bounce above that with some news out there as well. And yeah, we got all the way up to 71,000. So that was a nice little move higher on the old incentive token. What was that? About 22%. But now we are down to 65,667. We just lost out the last couple of days on that. So we're watching where that goes. Obviously, with news about single-sided staking, with all the Pulsex projects coming up as well, we'll be looking forward to that. The impact of that on both Pulsex and the incentive token. This is what they work together on the old Pulsex protocol. That leads us into Hex, which is the star performer today. But probably not too bad there. Rich Hart tweeting out the highest stakes tweet about that new 90-second promo that I just played earlier. And at the moment, we've got the Hex on Pulse is at 2.09 cents, and that is up 4.2%. So Hex out of the Richard Hart tokens is the best performer, followed by Pulse, and then Pulsex, and then incentive in that order. So at the moment, 3.03 cents is the total amount of Pulse. So of Hex. If you combine EHEX, so EHEX at the moment is at 0.095, so 95 hundredths of a penny, and one PHEX at the moment we get you 2.2 EHEX. So that is dropped. Remember, it really topped out at 2.7. It's down at 2.2 at the moment. So Hex there is the star of the day so far, and of course we're getting closer to the highest of stakes. So let's have a look at the Hex price there on Pulsechain. We rode up the Bollinger Bands. We've just come back into just above the moving average here. That is the 20 moving average on the daily. Is the orange line in the middle. And yeah, we bounced above that so far, which is pretty cool, right? We had a nice breakout on the old Hex on Pulse, and that's doing pretty well, up 4.2%. Now, EHEX on Pulse, this is the Bridgeton Hex on Pulse. That is sitting at 0.09242. So that's a little bit under the actual Hex price on Ethereum. So they're both the same token essentially, but one's on Ethereum, one's on Pulsechain. The EHEX one on Ethereum is actually doing better, and of course you've got to get the stuff back over the bridge, right? If you want to get the better price, I guess, and things like that. But it's a 0.3% fee, so take them into account. At the moment, we've got the 0.09469, so maybe that explains the difference there, that bridge fee. But in any case, we've got 0.09469 at the moment. Is the price on the old ETH chain there. So you can see that a nice little green candle looking pretty good. We did get down to as low as 0.0865. So 86 hundredth of a penny. Now we're at 94 hundredth of a penny, and we're up almost 4%. So Hex there, I think it's looking good. I think we're going to be on the move up there. We don't have a lot of moving average crosses, so that's not a really bullish sign from the moving averages. But just with the fundamental news coming up, I think that's probably going to bode well. Now let's have a look how many days we've got to go until the 4th. We've got 15 days to go. 15 days to go until the highest of stakes premiere. Maybe we'll get a little run up on that. We will see, and maybe get back to the combined price of 3.6 cents is what we had before when the news came out, and maybe even up to 4.5 is possible there on a real FOMO. Not sure whether because we came back so much, not really sure the 7.5 cent target's in play anymore, but that 3.6 and to 4.5 I think is still on the table. We will see. All right, that is pretty much that. Let's jump into the validator news, because the validators have been a huge piece of Pulsechain news the last couple of days. And man, oh man, they're heading to a record here. We've got 958.4 billion with a B, billion with a B, Pulse there now staked, and that is supply sunk, right? So we've got over $1 trillion Pulse now supply sunk, and we're about to hit coming up on that milestone of having $1 trillion Pulse staked in validators. So it's getting really up there big time, and we're at 29,949 validators. This is rocketing. This is the hidden trend. The hidden trend is that Pulsechain validators is absolutely booming, and of course we've got another 222 entering. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. So Richard talked about 3 or 4% APY with 40,000 validators. I think we're going to have hit that target of 40,000. I'm pretty sure the APY is going to be higher than what Richard indicated as well. But at the moment, 29,949 is the validator. So we're basically with the ones entering, we've hit over 30,000, which is a pretty good milestone. That might be something for you, Sandy Beach, to tweet out on your old Twitter there. You can get out and tweet that because that's pretty profound, I think. All right, so that's the APY is now 19% on the validators. So that's kind of cool. And moving to our gas prices at the moment, 4 cents for a Pulsechain swap, 0.3 of a penny for Pulsecoin transfer, and 0.8 of a penny for PRC20 transfer. We're about 250 times cheaper than Ethereum and 180 times cheaper than Bitcoin at the moment. So, and we've got the full system state of Ethereum, which is kind of cool. And you're going to see that with the full system state, not only do we have price discoveries in the ERC20s, which are now copied as forks on Pulsechain with the PRC20s, in particular the meme coins, but we're also going to have the PRC 721s, and I think they're going to be pretty popular. They're going to be a big market. I think those will price up pretty nicely with the NFT markets there. And we've got all the big NFT market platforms landing. They've also indexed all the PRC ERC 721 copies. So that's going to be bullish for Pulsechain. I think that's going to be quite the boom area. We will see. And then we're going to be talking about that later on with the Pulsechain NFT launches. So that brings us into the PRC20s topic. We've got the best performer at the moment is Pepe, and I said this for a long time now. Pepe is the most obvious one that will get priced up the most because really it's just a meme. It got priced up for nothing on Ethereum, and so it can get priced up a big time on Pulsechain. Has that potential, right? Not financial advice, but has that potential. Is the top performer today. And there's over $500,000 of liquidity in it, which is a good sign. The structure of this chart looks pretty good as well. And there's not many holders on it as well. So if we go to the holders, it's not many holders compared to the ETH side. And there were 5,000 addresses. So yeah, it's probably pretty good opportunity. Not financial advice, all that good stuff. But that is the best performer. Followed quickly by Wrap Bitcoin, which has been cooled off the last couple of days after the farms, chilled out on the farms. We had a bit of chill down at $52.80. Now, remember, this is not actually backed by Bitcoin. And so this is, I guess, a meme version of the real Bitcoin. But it's getting priced. I mean, it's at $52.82. So it's not worth nothing, is it? That's pretty much it. Sushi token after that. Compound's got a little up 2%. 8 coins up 1% there. Those are kind of the leaders there. All the rest of the meme, the copies, PRC20s are slightly down. So Aave, Wise Token, SHIB, Link, Matic, Maker, and Uni, Lido as well. They're all on the down, just a couple of percentage points. That leads us into the meme coins, which are excluding those top PRC20s. So I excluded those. We've got Bencoin there from BitBoy, and that is up 14%. That is, let's see how that's doing. It's got much more liquidity, of course, but that's kind of moving sideways at the moment on the old Bitcoin. But it is BitBoy, but it is up 14%. Easily to do on those liquidity pools when they're smaller. Now, what we're waiting for is the 9-inch DEX to launch. I think that's going to cause quite the commotion. We've already got Daytona Finance up. We've got this Pulse rate up. We've got a PHUX up, the Fork of Balancer. So we've got all these different medium to medium to bigger, medium sized finance DEXs and pools. But of course, 9-inch is coming up as well to add itself to the list. And it had over 14 million sacrifice. So I think that's going to be pretty big. Paul Pleb and Pulse Dodge, the original PLD, are going to be supported on those platforms because they're founders tokens. The people that founded 9-inch, they're founders tokens. So we're going to be looking out for that. Paul Pleb at the moment is up 6% as well, almost 7%. And let me go to the bigger liquidity pool. I prefer to do that. What's the bigger one here? Paul Pleb. We'll look at this one with the Pulse. Almost 150K in there at the moment. Nice little green candle and nice little structure there. I think that the sacrifice for the 9-inch finished on the 25th, if I remember rightly, which is back here. It's really rallied into here, held the price pretty well and up to the right there. Now, it does seem to have some sort of bot or wash trading going through these tokens, so I'm not sure who's doing that, but there is some of that going on these particular trading pairs. Just a reminder. So you might see, if you buy or sell, you may see some trades in after you either selling or buying. Now, the other one, of course, is Dodge is up here. Dodge from Jeff Kadakis and TrustSwap team. That is up 4% at the moment. They've got more stuff coming for the ecosystem with a couple other protocols. And then we've got Pulse Dodge here is up 4% as well. This is the other one for 9-inch that may do pretty well. And why do we talk about that? Because they may, well, they've been indicated that they're going to have BBC token incentives in the pool, which could completely change the incentive for these meme coins, right? Both of them are meme coins, but they'll be supercharged with a super high yield with the BBC token. And as long as they continue to get the votes for those pools to be rewarded. And that's likely to kick in, as my guess, on day 5 of the 9-inch launch. So we'll see. Maybe for day 1, but I think he was indicating day 5. Day 1 and 2 for the 9-inch holders. So I'm not exactly sure what that means. But then day 2 is the BBC pools. And then day 5, I believe, is other pools, which would include PLD and Poor Pleb. But I may be wrong about that. So we'll see what they actually decide to do on launch. They may have these pools up straight away. You just need to hold 9-inch tokens to be able to participate in them. So I'm not quite sure how they're going to set that up. So question mark over that. Let us know in the chat if you do know. But I think that's my understanding at the moment. All right, so those are the memes. Let's jump into the Pulsechain projects, which is going to lead us on to the title of the video, because we've got the Coast Fiat Onramp, the CST stable, the Pulse 8 Yacht Club, NFT, and the pool party to talk about. So that's where we're up to now. And at the moment, we've got the best performer at the moment is Pulse Reflections. And of course, no surprise here, the weight token from Coast with the news is really rallying here. So it's kind of cool. Very small liquidity on the weight token, at least on these pairs that I've got up here at the moment. So I'm going to have to go double check that I've got the biggest pools. But at the moment, we got weight versus Pulse on V2. And you can see the price chart has really rallied on that news here of the Fiat Onramp and Offramp coming and the CST stable coming within the next month. So it's kind of cool. Looks like the Onramp Offramp is targeting the date. So we're going to get into the tweets. So this is the tweets from Coast Team or the weight token. And of course, CST stable contract is currently being audited. So I think Liquid Loans or this one will be the first stable coin. I still feel like Liquid Loans is going to make it first based on the stuff that's coming out. But hey, we'll see. CST may be out there first. We're aiming to have Fiat Onramp and minting, CST available within a month, and Pulsechain vertical integration. And as you guys know, this is part of Richard Hart's vertical integration, right? Is a stable coin on-ramp, off-ramp, well, at least the on-ramp, off-ramp is, and having stable coin is huge for the ecosystem. And we're going to have at least 3 good ones, CST, USDL, and PX DC from Power City. So it's going to be fun to see those. They're going to be really, really important and really good models for holding valuations. So it's going to be fun. All right, so that's big news there, available within a month. So that's about a month time frame for the CST. So we're looking forward to that. All right, so that is from the Coast. They do have updates, though, as well. You can see Archipelago, who watches this channel, is very excited about it, too. Coast Fiat Onramp, Offramp for Pulsechain Ethereum is on target for launch on the highest estate premieres and theaters across the United States on the 4th of August, 2023. So that's looking good, too. Okay. A Coast is the premier on-off ramping experience. Prepare for weight to moon on both chains. So excited about that too. I don't even know if I retweeted that actually. Retweet those. Kind of cool. And we had another update here too. Yeah, 21 hours ago, Fiat Onramp update. Final compliance checks with new banking partner this week. Many more markets to be added. You'll be excited. Let's bring Pulsechain to as many people as possible. Now, this is the cool thing. Not only is the on-ramp, off-ramp coming a stablecoin, but they're going to be expanding it more globally faster than originally anticipated. So it's going to be good too. So depending on where you live, that's going to be a real bonus for you. How vision hasn't changed, Pulsechain, an easy on-ramp to DeFi. We love that. So really is a super big deal for Pulsechain is what's happening here. So that's kind of cool from them. And that is some of the cool stuff here. Yeah, new banking partner secured, agreement signed, fees paid. CST will be launching as the first fiat-backed native stablecoin on Pulsechain. So I still think it's a battle between Liquid Loans and Coast, but I like these battles. So yeah, enjoy. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so that's the big news there for Weight. And Weight Token, of course, is rallied on that news. And you will need Weight Token to get discounts on the Coast platform. They may have some other perks as well. So we'll see. We'll keep watch out for that on the old Coast Weight team. Texan token is up 10%. It's the first endowment token on the blockchain. And we got Fiat as well. Fiat, part of the PH ecosystem or universe, is going to be coming up to launch their Aave fork on Pulsechain. That is a good chance that will happen before the end of July, by the way. So Fiat is up 9.6%. The chart looks pretty good. Look at that chart. Looks pretty good to me. And of course, they're already on Ethereum with the Aave fork. Fiat, but waiting for it to launch on the Pulsechain. And when it does, I'm sure it's going to be pretty good and is expected before the end of this month. With the other big PH system, Famous, the fork of GMX, expected in August. So that's kind of the time frame based on update from Buck there that I've listened to. All right, that leads us into a few others here that are all got small percentage gains. Tetra, Internet Money, Trust Swap, Pulse Kittens, all up slightly. Algo as well, which launched, was it 2 days ago now or yesterday? Can't remember now, but was it 2 days? Yesterday, something like that. That has done pretty well also. And that just got listed on PHUX, by the way, as one of the top liquidity pools. 4.8 million liquidity. We like that. It is paired up with Hex, Algo and Hex there, and the chart looks pretty good as well. So a nice sort of almost a stable coin at this stage, isn't it? Matched up with Hex. So pretty cool. You can do staking on Algo, all the rest of it. Pretty neat. All right, so that is some of the highlights there. Some of the ones down at the moment. Daytona Finance is down. Pulse Rate is down slightly. These all just down slightly. And TYRH, which was the talk of the town the other day, is holding its own here. The burn mechanisms are pretty powerful, and it's just sitting below, 10,000 there. It's at 9,894, holding pretty well. And the first claim must be coming up pretty soon, in about a week's time, for the old time token. So not bad there on the Pulsechain project. So that's looking pretty good. I will post, of course, the Coast team tweet there in the chat there in case you want to follow up on that. Bam. All right. Sandy Beach says, I'm being bad right now. I'm eating some popcorn watching Hex Token. That's like a movie. It's like a movie, yeah. That's pretty funny. All right, so that is the link there to the Twitter there for the Coast team and the weight token. And it's going to be flying, that's for sure. Be looking out for that weight price chart and liquidity as well. All right. So that's kind of cool on the Pulsechain projects. We're going to move on from there. We've also got Spillways Finance. This is a big deal. So yesterday, as you guys know, we talked about Beetroot and their mixer coming up. Their mixer coming up on Beetroot, which is exciting, part of their roadmap. And I think Beetroot's way undervalued. I think Beetroot's quite undervalued. Not financial advice, but I really do think that it's undervalued. Where is it here? It's somewhere along here somewhere. Maybe I accidentally deleted it off this list, but yeah, here it is here. So Beetroot at the moment, it's pretty flat at the price, but I think it's kind of undervalued. But we'll see. Market will speak. And but yeah, they've got a mixer coming up. But Spillways Finance has also got a mixer coming up, and they've got 14,400 followers on Twitter, which is pretty decent. And yeah, they're based on here. We heard you deploying our mixers on Pulsechain. So that's really good for privacy. You remember, basically people put their tokens in one side, and then they all come out at different addresses on the other side. So it gives you your privacy that you're after. It's kind of cool there for the crypto mixers. And KDP's even in there. Thank you. Without me having to do research, you fully ordered a protocol. Yes, we have been ordered by Solid Proof. So there we are. Nice, excited to try it. Says Alex there, Alex Jones from Pulsechain. How about that? That's pretty funny. All right, very gangster. Yes, very cool indeed. So really good news on the old Spillways front. I'll post the link to that tweet as well if you want to check that out in more detail with the old privacy. We want a lot of privacy, right? We're going to have a couple of privacy solutions, so it's good to see on the old privacy solutions. There it is there. Spillways Finance supporting Pulsechain. Man, now X system is going to be so huge by the time we get to month 6 of after Pulsechain launch. It's going to be absolutely massive. It's going to be really good. We're going to have so many different utilities and services. It's going to be so good. All right, so that is Spillways Finance. The other thing is, of course, Mintra, the big NFT. Look, we've got 4 big NFT marketplaces, probably at least 6 or 7 altogether. And Mintra there, it really does set the standard at the moment. The interface is absolutely beautiful. We've looked at that from Mintra. It is coming pretty soon. It's pretty cool. Looks like they've had the audits complete. Remember, they've got the testnet now. Week 1 looks like they're going to have a week 2 testnet, and that's going to be coming up there. So very excited for this. They've had their testnet on, so you can go test it at testmintra.pro with Pulsechain testnet v4, which is still up there. Now they've had what's it been, a day or 2 or something, or been 1 week? Sorry, 1 week recap. 2,000 plus visitors, 14,000 page visits, 2 million mint staked, 8.3% of the user-owned supply, 70 million Pulse trading volume, and first patch release as well. Let's see how week 2 goes. So super bullish on the old Mintra there, which is fantastic. I think that's brilliant. So if you want to check out Mintra, it is going to be, I think, there's going to be a battle on between the marketplaces. You got Power City, you've got is that NFT or Pulse? Yeah, you got How to Pulse, is that NFT or Pulse? Can't remember now. And then of course you've got Hocus Pocus, but there are 2 or 3 other players that I haven't talked about so much, and I think I might be talking about one of them today, but they're coming as well with their own NFT marketplace as well. But the Mintra one is beautiful. Let's have a look at it. Let's go have a look at this thing. It is absolutely gorgeous. I really do like it, and it takes a lot to impress me. I'm sure it takes a lot to impress you as well. But we're going to check this out because it is. I wasn't going to do this, but we're going to check it out because it really is a beautiful marketplace here. So this is the homepage here, and I kind of like it. I like it a lot. It's got a headline dashboard here as well with all the totals, total NFTs and stuff like that. 6.68 million NFTs on the testnet. Smack your head. Bam. Isn't that crazy cool? That is so good there. 6.68 million is unbelievable. Look at this beautiful. I think it's beautifully laid out too. This is what really gets me. I mean, NFTs are generally, you think about them being visual. Obviously, there's GameFi NFTs, DeFi NFTs, all sorts of NFTs out there. Your typical JPEGs and GIFs. But look at that. It looks really, really good layout there. Like this doggy one here. I like that. It looks cute. There's lots of cool stuff in here as well. And we've also got this Pulse Ape Yacht Club one in here. We're going to be talking about that today because that's just gone live. We've got community collections in here as well. Look at that. We've got the DeFi ones, including DeFi collections, Zen, and of course the Wattses from Hedron Acosa. We've got the legacy collections. This is a big deal. We've got all the big legacy collections that look so good here. Doodles. You've got the Bored Ape Yacht Club here, the Bayer Sea. They look so good. Cool Cats, Mutant Ape Club. There really is CloneX. I mean, they're all here, folks. It's so, so good. And, of course, the sales. We've got the sales there as well. And they've got all these things. You can create your own collection. And they've made it so easy. You can create your own collection. It's so, so good. And you can do all sorts of stuff like that. Deploy a new collection. Away you go. Look at that. So easy. You can stake the mint token. So if you sacrificed or if you buy on the market, you'll be able to stake your mint token. There's also burning, of course, as well. The burning stats and analytics really is cool. And, of course, a big FAQ. So FAQ, look at that section. Really is a great site. And it's going to be fun to see these NFT markets battle out. But Mintra is certainly looking really, really hot to trot. So I can't wait to the launch. So that is Mintra at the moment. Let's get into the next one. Of course, Pulse Ape Yacht Club. This is I really like the artwork because it matches like the Ethereum version. We saw that, yeah, right? The Bored Ape Club or whatever. We got the Pulse Ape Yacht Club here. And it actually has gone live with the Mint. Now, it's only just a new project. It's only got 109 followers on Twitter. But Mint is live. And so that's kind of starting to pick up pace now. The supply is 5,555. The price is 100,000 Pulse. So it's on the cheaper end. We've saw Pulse Punks at $1 million. We've seen Pulse Funks, I think, is at 400,000 Pulse. And this one here is 100,000. And the supply is less. It's not 10,000. It's 555. But you've got the cool imagery that you see on Ethereum. But we'll have our own version, Pulse Ape Yacht Club, which is kind of cool. You're kind of playing on the brand value that's already on Ethereum, but also giving its own Pulsechain flavor. That's kind of cool on that one as well. So looking pretty good. They've got kind of a lot of cool stuff on here. I'm going to post you the link to the Twitter there if you want to check it out. Now, obviously, if you're in the NFT market, I think we did a poll on here. We had about how many? We had about 20% of people were at our audience in particular were interested in NFT collections. So kind of cool. You can check that out. Pulsechain Apes. So if you're into the NFT market, it is a big part of crypto. Now, if you go to the website, it is currently minting out at the moment. So let me just switch over. This is the actual website. Now, I always use a DGen wallet, right? Don't use your main wallet with your main bags, hooking up any connection to any site that you're not comfortable with. These are all in there. These projects can just pop up. This looks really good, this one, but once I say, you don't want to get honeypotted out. So use a DGen wallet. Don't use a wallet with your main bags when you're ever minting out any NFT collections or going on to any unusual DeFi protocols or anything like that. Don't use your main wallet. Have I said that enough? Don't use a main wallet. Use a DGen wallet with separate keys, right? Separate keys, your coins. Use a separate one, and hopefully that is enough. So just don't want people to take that into account when they're doing stuff. All right, so let's move over to the Pulsechain side because there's going to be so many projects launching on Pulsechain, right? So you're going to make sure that you're using DGN wallets and isolate your risk to those. All right, so let's connect up with the Play Wallet. I'm using Play Wallet. Wow. So when I went to the live stream, you'll see on the thumbnail of the live stream, you'll see the fact that I put up the thumbnail had 303 had been minted out so far. So within the last hour and a half, it's gone from 303 to 963. People have minted out these 555 NFTs coming, and they're pretty good. This is the best artwork so far that I've seen. There is another good project that's coming out with some really good artwork, but this one is particularly good as well. So kind of cool on that one. Now, one PAYC costs 100,000 Pulse. Select how many NFTs you want. So you can mint more than one. You can just click the plus sign here, and of course you can mint them out there on the old Pulse 8 Yacht Club as well. So that's kind of cool. Now, they were part of the Twitter space the other day. With the Pulse Punks that they were held that, where they had Dave Feather and other people there. So that was in play as well. You can go check that out on their site. So you can go check it out. But that has gone live, and it's suddenly just starting to pick up really as well. So just remember that on there. Everything's working smoothly on the Mintra testnet v4. Amazing work, Mintra. So they're shouting out the Mintra there. Lots of cool stuff, so you can check out their threads as well. Now, there is this Pulse Souls coming up as well. Pulse Souls have got their own NFT marketplace coming up. You can see some of their artwork. That looks pretty good too. So there is going to be more and more NFT markets coming to Pulsechain. Remember, Pulsechain is super cheap, 250 times cheaper than Ethereum. So you're going to see a lot of NFT market collections pop up on Pulsechain. And some of them will have great artwork. Some of them will be pretty crap. So you got to decide what you're going to do. But in any case, use a DGN wallet if you're going to isolate and participate. And generally, you want to see something that's either really cool or got a big community, something like that. You want those big pump and mentor features so that it trades well. Because when on the NFT marketplaces come up, it's going to be a pretty competitive market. So you definitely want to have some of the better, if you are participating in NFTs, you want to have some of the better protocols, right? And I think Pulse Yacht Club with the branding there will probably do pretty well in the artwork there as well. So that is kind of cool. Talking about that, Pulseverse is coming up as well. So yeah, not only is this one here that we talked about is coming up there with that, and of course what we talked about, there's one up here. I missed it now. Gone right past it. Anyway, you can find it on there. We've got Pulseverse is coming up there, so you can actually just mint out these NFTs. They'll show up in your wallet, of course, under the NFT tab in your MetaMask wallet now that they've added those. So it's kind of cool. Let me get rid of that comment there. Bam. And looking good. So that is, we also got Pulseverse coming up around there as well. Now, I haven't done much due diligence on this, so I'm just talking about it quickly. But we're building a robust ecosystem to power the DeFi space on Pulsechain, fluid lending protocol. They're going to unlock greater liquidity. NFT marketplace, like I said to you, we've got the big 4 NFT marketplaces, but we're also going to have several other project teams coming through the middle there, and they may end up doing a good job. We will see. Empowering creators, and they're also going to have Swift peer-to-peer trading, trading with zero slippage there. So that's Pulseverse as well. So Pulseverse. But once again, they have 1,300 followers. So they've got a much better follower count there. And you can check that out. Ecosystem powering the DeFi space on Pulsechain. So it's a little bit of a coverage there. Obviously, do your own due diligence on there. I have not really done any of that on that one. So take care. Use a DGN wallet when in doubt. When in doubt, DGN wallet. All right. That's pretty much it on that one. So that is the Pulseverse. So kind of cool. All right. So let's jump through some of these. That leads us into, those are kind of the NFT markets and DeFi updates so far. So we've got the Hex daily stats out at the moment. We've got waiting for day 1324. But before we get to that, Hex is going to be supercharged, I think, by the Maximus team and the pool party. And I think that's going to be really, really exciting to see. So cool on that. Jeffrey George says, Jeffrey George, I got to pull that up there. Let's go back into some of the comments before we get into some of these details, because I want to talk about the Maximus pool party. But let's catch up on some of the chats here as we wait for the Hex daily stats. But the Maximus pool party is coming, which is going to be, I think, very bullish for the old Hex as well, because it's going to be Hex pool staking there. Let's go back into the chat all the way back up the top here. Find out where I got up to. Let's see how far I have to go. We got the DJ Paulie Woods, and we got the tea time there. We got Joe Torres. Yep, we've got all those people in the house. Drix got up to Drix. Sandy Beach, hello Hex Token, everybody. Richard Levin says the highest of stakes, 100 million views, 1 million X holders. I like that, Richard. I like that number. What else? Oh, come on down. Let me some. Yeah, Christian says I love the last line also. Yeah, it's like a paradox here. It's like, what? On the highest of stakes. We got Hexavator in the house. A Genuine as well. Good to see you, Genuine. I'm back. Time to catch up again. Hey, Genuine, welcome back. Sandy Beach says there is no theatre close to me. I'm sad. I thought Charlotte was not too far away from you, Sandy Beach. I thought Charlotte was not too far away from you. Knoxville in the house. Oh yeah, good to see Knoxville. Hex Force 1 as well. They spelled Phoenix wrong. It says Hex Force. That's funny. Let me jump through some of those other comments. Knoxville says me like free Pulse. Yeah, Hex baby says Pulse Bezos. True. Let me jump onto that. InvestX in the house. Hey, Superman. Hello, everybody. UK locked in. Hey, InvestX. Awesome stuff. Now, InvestX has been doing some amazing stuff on their site and information upflows. I really do like it. So if you haven't checked it out in the interview with InvestX, definitely check it out. We did it the other day. Let me just invest Dex, and we're going to have a quick look at the site there while InvestX is in the house. So yeah, check it out, investx.io. And it is the ultimate worksheet, DeFi work station on Pulsechain. It really is amazing. Look at this thing; it's beautiful, and I love using this chart here. The combined price of Hex. Look at that! Isn't it gorgeous? It really is the best looking interface for portfolio and workflow management there for DeFi. Look at that; it's beautiful. It really is cool. So if you haven't checked out InvestX, definitely check it out. Post that link in the chat there as well. And check out the video I did the other day with the founder, which is amazing. So looking good there. And follow them on Twitter for more information. All right, I'm going to post that a bit later when I get out to the comments. We got Rev 10 as well. Morning, everybody. Keep on keeping. Absolutely. Keep on keeping. And let's see who else has jumped in here. What else there? Let me go through all those comments. Cleveland's in the house there. What's up, y'all? Good to see you, Cleveland. Pudding Guru, thank you for your tireless work. Hey, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. It's so exciting, man. We've got the most exciting chain out there, and so it's going to be absolutely blowing up, that's for sure. Elias says 15 days to work to do your best DCA. Yeah, indeed. We've got the launch coming up there for the highest of stakes. Check my pulse. Want to set up a couple of 555 stakes. Jump into our Discord, and I'm sure Brian and others will talk to you about that. Get in there on that one. Let me jump through here. We're up to. There we go. Blobfish King in the house. Good to see you as well. Just jumped us there. We got Tin Top. What's up? What's up, Tin Top? Good to see you. Ivor as well. Yo from Brisbane. Good to see you, Ivor. And Sandy Beach says, I like Mincha. Yeah, I think Mincha looks beautiful. I think it's a great site. What a great professionalism. Is fantastic. That's from Gerardo, by the way, one of the big influencers as well. So he's big following, and it'll be interesting to see whether he starts streaming again to promote that too. Wake Dog, what useless things? More tradable monkey, says Wake Dog. Yeah, well, some people are not into NFTs, Wake Dog. And of course, you're giving up your pulse when you buy them. Some of them have different tokenomics, like Pulse Funks. They've put some of that, quite a bit of that pulse into validating, and the validating rewards are going into the reward pool. So there's some cool things like that. So yeah, but you've got to be into it or not, certainly. Chitra Universal Oneness as well. I'm so happy that you remind everybody to use DGN Wallet so consistently. Makes our community much better off for sure. 100% on that one. Jeffrey George in the Superman Crypto says I bought 2, which is pretty awesome. A nice one there, Jeff. Hope you got some rare ones. You want some rare ones, right? That's everyone's after the rare ones. Vets in Crypto says much love, peeps. Bang bang. Yeah. Brendan says don't think Pulse Apes has a sitter. Maybe you can apply CC. Yeah. What else on that one? Like and share says Vets in Crypto. Absolutely. Good day to my fellow Hexicans. Nice word there. And Machiavelli in the house as well. Good to see Machiavelli. And did I post that? Yeah, InvestX there. That's the InvestX link if you want to go and follow that and check it out. Check it out for sure. Charity says, I'm kind of wondering how much longer we have to DCA. well, we're talking about, what did we say, 15 days earlier before charity? Day 88, I think we said. It's up to day 88. But hey, look, all the big protocols are launching in the next 30 to 60 days, charity. So it's going to be amazing when they all kick into gear. Crypto Night in Superman House. No, say that ain't so. Say it ain't true, Crypto Night. What's amongst friends there? I'm looking forward to NFTs in real world apes and real world asset spaces, genuine. Yeah. Well, Power City is going to be having that on their protocol. They've got a real world NFT with boxable homes. So that is coming up with the real world connections. Yes, Mintra is pretty cool. And PHux, yeah, PHux has been amazing. Let's go check out PHux quickly. PHux is TVL has been absolutely incredible. And let's have a quick look at the space on that one. Let me just switch over to the Pulsechain. Am I on Pulsechain? I am already on Pulsechain. Right, so $45.5 million on PHux at the moment. It's a fork of Balancer. Amazing results there. Last time I checked Balancer, I think it had, was it $700-800 million on there. So it's certainly starting to climb in the old PX towards that amount. All right, Pool Party is coming. Let's get into that. Pool Party is coming to DeFi, and it's going to kick off the DeFi summer, says Maximus on Pulsechain. Public testnet phase is starting soon. So this is a really big deal for Hex and Hex staking and pools. So I think it's going to be cool. I really would love to see some of the big influencers like Crypto Coffee, do pools. I think that would be really popular. Obviously, it'd have huge communities on those as well. So this is the one here at the moment. So that's the Maximus tweet that I'm just looking at the moment. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, this is going to really, I think, supercharge a lot of staking on Hex. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But of course, Hex Pool Party. This is the Hex Pool Party site. And of course, we've looked at this many times in the past. And of course, they've got a launch app as well. Ticker name claim is live. You can actually launch the app on that. I don't know if it's been a while since I've done that one on name app ticker. And I think that is it closed. I'm not sure if this is closed or not, but they've still got that up at the moment. And you have to use a token called name claim per ETH. You have to use ETH for that on Ethereum. But that's coming. Community-owned platform empowering people and communities to launch their own trustless Hex stake pools, which I think is really bullish. Better way to stake Hex. High gas fees on Ethereum. Major issue for Hex staking. Hex stake pool resolves this and offers unique benefits that make them superior way to stake Hex. Increase the yield, gas savings, and instant liquidity. The pre-game in 2022, we invented trustless Hex stake pools, allowing people to earn more yield. Now, obviously, with the Maximus pools, I think what they get up to, 1.1 billion Hex was staked. I mean, it was unbelievable. This Maximus derivatives during the bear market was really supercharged the Hex staking, really amazing, and getting a lot more extra perks to people. We launched 5 pools and they were a massive success. Yeah, pooling over 1 billion Hex, amazing, from 17,000 people. Amazing results, really. To expand the Hex ecosystem, we're now opening gates for anyone to utilize the proprietary trustless smart contracts to launch their own Hex staking pools along an innovative platform. I think this particularly worked well for people that have big networks or big influencers. Like, I think anybody can do it. Of course, you can do it with your family. For example, you can do a family one. But I think that, if you're talking about big scale, people like Crypto Coffee and stuff like that could do pretty well with these. It'd be fun to see that happen. Let's party. Party starters, aka pool creators, will have the power to design their pools, including the name, ticker, mint period, duration, organization fee, and stake length. So it'll be a bit of fun with that. And of course, a lot of people have taken this up as well. T-share marketplace, you'll be able to trade T-shares in and out of these pools from the looks of it. And of course, you can go and buy all the favorite ones that they've already launched, the Maxi, the DC, the Lucky Trio, and they've got all the details of those pools, including all the new pools that people set up under this pool party. So they've got different pools in there as well. Maybe there could be a Superman pool or a Hex token pool. I don't know. You go after. Maybe I'll do a survey and see whether people would find that popular. But in any case, certainly would be good for very large influencers out there. Join the pool party. Not kind of cool. So there's a lot of extra details in there. I'm not going to go into all of that. There's an FAQ as well. But that is looking like it's going to be launching soon on the public testnet. So looking forward to that. Obviously, the ticker name is there as well. And of course, there's going to be a party airdrop checker as well. I'm not sure whether it's been given out. I think it's coming up. But you can paste your address there and you can get that party airdrop. And I think it might be related to this ticket claim. It's been a little while since I've been on the site. So, yeah, I think it might be related to that. So did I post the link to the tweet? I think I did. So you can find all the details there. I'm going to post the pool party website in there as well, because that is not obvious when you go to the Maximus sites, because I pulled it up from ages ago. But that is the link to the Hex pool party sites. And that will, the DAP at the beginning will open up this site for you. And of course, the party airdrop checker there is not showing up either. So I might post that as well, just in case you want to check that out. Maybe you participated and you want to check your wallet, then you can do that here. So there we are. That is a party airdrop checker on the anvil. All right. Is that cool? Is that cool or what? I think so. It's pretty cool. So looking forward to it there. Another awesome product there from Dipcatcher and Golkey. So a nice mic. That brings us into Hex Daily Stats. Who likes to get paid? Put your hand up. I like to get paid. We're 1 minute past the hour. So we're doing pretty good on the old time. We've got the 1325th day on the Hex chain, on ETH chain for Hex. We've got the 19th of July, 2023. The price is at 0.0946, so 9400th of a cent or a penny, and we're up 3.8%. We'll take the gain today, and we've got the highest stakes coming up in about 15 days to 16 days, something like that. And payout per T-share, 6.55 Hex per T-share, looking really good. We've got 23.4 Hex per T-share increase in the share rate. We're at 28,316. The average mine length, 7.01 years. The APY, 38.7%. Hex in the pool's gone up, so we've got 197.8 million Hex in the pool at the moment, but we've got more dollars as well, so we've had some increases in LP providing. We're up, we got the $259.8, $259 million there. Sorry, what did I say? Million. $260,000 is what I'm trying to say, and we've got 181 Ethereum there as well. Ownership pool for Hex T-shares has gone up 20. We've got 9,908,000 T-shares. What else we got going on here? The stake percentage of coins, 9.43% of all Hex is staked at the moment on the ETH chain. We've got 413,000 in penalties. So we've had very modest penalties on the ETH chain. But as you'll see when we get the Pulsechain results, Pulsechain's penalties have been very high. So maybe there's just because there's more distractions, more other opportunities on the Pulsechain. Who knows? But you can decide. In terms of the liquid holders, up 33 liquid holders on Hex on ETH chain or eHex, and up 4 miners to 120,356, and total change in total holders up 89 to 576,918. Now the cool thing about this is that the trend has changed, right? So we've got the liquid holders rising, and we're slowly getting an increase of the Hex stakers, Hex miners on the Ethereum chain. So that trend has changed. Let's go back 40 days. You can see where we were 40 days ago. And then 30 days ago, we had all that liquid holders disappearing. The price was going down. We had miners, numbers were negative. 20 days ago, that was even more pronounced, 11 to 20 days ago. But the last 10 days, that's really changed back to more normal stuff. And miners, they're still waiting to pick up. And of course, the Hex on Ethereum might benefit very well from the highest of stakes, influence in terms of people saying. So it's going to be fun to see that. Now, moving to Pulsechain, we're finishing day 58, right? So day 58 on the old Pulsechain. Yeah, sorry, 68, I meant to say. So 68, yes, 68. So we've finished day 68. So the 19th of July on Pulsechain, the price is just under 2.1 cents, up 4.7%. And the payout per T-share 6.589. So it's come back to more normal levels after having spectacular payouts over the last 10 days on the old Pulsechain. The share rate up 26.1 to 28,306 on the old Pulsechain. The mine length 6.99 years, so a bit shorter than on the ETH chain. The APY pretty similar, 38.64%. The T-share is down, so we're up slightly on the Pulsechain. On ETH chain, but we're down on the Pulsechain, 5,752 T-shares. We're sitting at 9,926,000, which is what, about 23,000 T-shares difference in the ownership pools. Moving to the lock percentage of coins, 9.51% of Hex is locked on Pulsechain, but the penalties continue to flow like honey flowing. It continues to flow. Look at these penalties on the last 10 days on the old Pulsechain, last 8 days, 9 days. Look at that, 2.3 million, 20 million, 2.5 million, 12.7 million, 1.6, almost a million, 8.5 million, 24, and 24.6 million, 1.4. It just keeps flowing on the old Pulsechain. And of course, we're expecting that on the ETH chain all the time. But it's a Pulsechain at the moment. Liquid holders up 28, miners up 38 to 122,895, and holders up there 131,000 and 572,716. So that is the results there for day 68, and we're now on day 1326 on the ETH chain for Hex, and of course we're on day 69 for Pulsechain, Hex on Pulsechain. So not too bad. Both of them are paying over 6.5 Hex per T-share, and you can buy, obviously check out hex.com in the video description. You can buy Hex on Pulsechain or Ethereum. Pretty nice. All right, pretty cool. And the combined price, of course, of Hex is at the moment is 2.99 cents, so just around about 3 cents is the combined price at the moment. Not bad at all. All right, let's leave it on the old Pulsechain price. Pulsechain at the moment trying to etch itself, and it's got a brand new candle, and Pulsechain is trying to etch itself a new green candle. So let's see if it can print that. That'd be pretty fun for everybody. I know everyone loves the green candles, except for those DCA. They like the red candles. I don't know why, but they do. They love DCA. What else we got there? We've got a couple of comments. Vets and Crypto says that 9-inch DEX will be fun. I think so. Yeah, $40 million sacrifice should be. And they're locking it down, trying to keep their price up in the early days as well. Only people with 9-inch will be able to participate at the beginning. So that's going to put buy pressure on 9-inch. But there are some big referrers in there, and I'm sure there's going to be some referral wicks, as I call them, referral wicks, and maybe even some whale wicks as well from the big whales if they see any upside. Maybe they forgo high returns in the pools for the old price gains, and we will see. It's going to be interesting. Stakehouse will be very cool as well with Triple Dad. You haven't talked about them for a while, but Stakehouse definitely out there with the Triple Dad. Yeah, might have to cover them in the future. Detached Soul in the house as well. Yo. Good to see Detached Soul. Hope you worked out your issue with what we were talking about yesterday, the Detached Soul. Hope you got some progress on that one. And Church of Universal Oneness in the house. Good to see you. You've been fantastic. Just such beautiful comments from the Church of Universal Oneness every day. And Tintop as well. Yeah, looking good. All right, we're up to now in 7 minutes. We're going to wrap up here. Hope you guys enjoyed the massive Pulsechain drop of news. It's only going to get bigger and better. We've got so much coming. Liquid loans, Power City, the PH system. We're going to have all the top TVLs except for delegations onto Pulsechain. It's going to be awesome. And then maybe we'll get the delegation protocols as well. But it is looking really, really good on the old chain. So we're going to look forward to that. Hey, did we just get a bit of a pull off in Hex price? Oh, we just got a little bit of sell in the Hex price there. Just saw that. Just got dropped to 9 there. Someone must have sold something. So we'll look at what they did. Just a little bit of selling going in there. Yeah, didn't take much though, did it? About what's that? About 1.2. Yeah, a couple million there. So someone, this wallet here sold what's that? 1.5 million through this pool. That dropped the price there down back to the 9. So there we are. You saw that live on Hex Token. All right, we're gonna wrap up here. I think. Let's do it. Let's play out that promo one more time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. Get into our Discord, Hex Token Discord. Links in the video description. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am streaming to multicasting to Superman Crypto and Hex Token channel. So that's over 9,500 subscribers. And I will be adding my third channel as well. It'll put us well over 10,000. So it's going to be pretty cool. Onwards and upwards. I don't know why I wasn't doing it ages ago, but hey, look, we're doing it now. All right, subscribe. All right, see you guys later. Continue the conversation in our Discord. We have an amazing community in there, and I hope you guys have a good time DCAing. It is about to absolutely pop in this community. Time is probably going to run out very soon, so get in on it as well. Just DCA, not financial advice, of course. We can start to see the boom in the NFTs. It's also starting to boom up in the market, right? With all these NFTs popping up, marketplaces to come. All right, let me end this here. Peace out. I'm going to go for my walk today. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.
Is Richard Hart. Genius.
Legendary.
Arrogant, bit of a narcissist.
The benevolent king.
$250,000. Hate me. I'm farther than you'll ever be in your whole life. Whatever the governments have been doing, it's not worked out. You've never had worse interest rates. Your money has never been worth less. And the only thing that's making it better is cryptocurrency.
Crypto is money without governments, and it is money without banks.
You're not going to meet another product like this as long as you live. Yes, every scammer in the world is going to tell you something similar.
Good morning, everyone. Are you ready to look for some fraud this morning?
They are promising 40% annual return.
Everything I have worked for is staked in Hex.
Good. I put it all in.
All what?
All over house money.
No, I don't think that it's a scam. Because I trust Richard Hart.
If ultimately this is all a big performance art project, people are gonna get fucked.
So that means I should trust you.
Listen, I think you should trust me, but if you get into the habit of trusting people like me, you get the crap scammed out of you.